Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. 7:15 in Ireland right now on November 26th.
Hello,
good
guys.
evening to my Irish friends. And for those friends who are in America, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you are having a blessed Thanksgiving, despite of all these challenges we are facing everywhere. But I know, especially in America today, is a big event. Everybody wants to be home with family, and for some reasons, we cannot be all together, or if we are together, it's surrounded by fear of getting sick and so on. So our from Vanderlei as well, our best thoughts to you guys as well. So, okay. So, hope you are good. Today is Vanderlei. Tuesday was the girls, and Thursday now is the boys. Thursday is the boys. Okay. Please don't compare. We don't need that. We know the results already. So, yeah. So, anyway. So, let's say hi to Marilyn Polska. Should be in Poland, my friend.
Yeah.
Kaka. Hi, Kaka. How are you?
Kaka.
Saul Souza. Hello, Connecticut. How are you, guy? How are you, Saul? Okay, my dear friends. It's time to start. Today we will talking about returning of corporeal to spiritual life. Okay, it's question 149 to question 165 of the Spirit's book. But first of all, we will start with our initial prayer. I cannot forget. I don't forget you, Don. Hello, Chicago. How are you? I hope you have. I know, Don, you are vegetarian, so you don't have turkey. Okay, I know, but I hope you have eaten a lot of potatoes, or mashed potatoes. I don't know. Well, good. Let's do the initial prayer. So let's close our eyes if you want, if you can. But I ask you to open up your heart and let's make connection with superior spirits, with our mentors of this group. Ask them to enlighten not just us, but our friends, brothers and sisters who are incarnated and discarnated. May this prayer reach those who are with fear, anxiety, depression, thinking about suicide, or even stuck in a hospital for whatever reason. May the good spirits guide us in today's conversation, and may this message reach our friends who are listening us and those who will listen us offline. Thank you very much. So be it. Amen. Okay. Oh, come on. Look what Don had for supper.
Yeah.
Shepherd pie. Okay. Yeah. So, our dear Vanessa, happy Thanksgiving, my friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's good. Good to have you all here. Luana, Portugal. Wow. Okay.
Hello, Luana.
Wow, Luana. So, yes, we are reaching a lot of places. That's the blessing of being virtually. And thanks to Kardec Radio, we are reaching out many places at the same time. So, Vanderlei, today our topic is returning from corporeal to spirit life. You know?
Yep.
And many ask, what's the purpose? What is this? What it does mean? So, in order to start, let's just see some recap from our last conversation. I would say, I think it was Thursday, isn't it?
Thursday, yeah.
It was Thursday, yeah. What is soul? We understood by question 132 of the Spirit's book. I will double check, but soul, it is the spirit incarnated. So it is a spirit incarnated on earth. Okay? So this is soul. Okay? But in order to understand living the corporeal life, in returning to spiritual life, knowing this, what is death?
Yeah, that's a very good question because we can have a lot of answers if you go to different directions. But let's put in a very simple way. It's a return. It's like a return. It's a return to the place that we come from, where we originally come from, which is the spiritual world. Because what we have to understand first, that we are spirits passing by through Earth. We are not from Earth. We are here on a mission. Each individual has its own individual mission, its own purposes to be here. But we come here and we go back. The problem is, once we are leaving Earth, if we are too attached to it, then our return home is going to be much harder. It's very simple. Let's say I live I live in the top of a mountain, okay, and I went down valley to buy some groceries. I need to buy some food, whatever, medicines. Once I return to the top of the mountain, my original home, if I want to carry everything unnecessary which I bought to bring with me, it's going to be heavier and harder for me to go back to the mountain. Let's say if I go down there, instead of buying the medicine which I need to buy, I want to buy my phone, an iPad, a computer, I want to buy whatever, extra things. It's going to be much harder. So once you're leaving Earth, depends how attached we are, our return to our original place is going to be much harder. And this pain, because there will be a pain, is going to be much stronger. But basically, more or less, it's a return home.
Yeah, is returning home. Yeah, okay. But let's say, not the phenomena, but the action per se.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. That is when the flesh frees up from the spirit.
There is no more connection between the soul and the spirit. Yeah.
And according to question 68 of the Spirit's book, death, organic death, body death, is when the organs fail. Is a failure in the organs and we die. Okay?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about here natural death.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not talking about here suicide or
someone in an accident or
an accident.
Yeah.
Well, even though an accident sometimes
could be in the plan or reincarnation. Yeah, of course.
It's not something caused by you on proposal.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to understand this, okay? So and let's if we are returning to the spiritual world, or spiritual life, whatever you want to say, death is not a departure, is a return.
Return, yeah. We are not from here. We are from there.
Okay, because we belong from spiritual world, so we're returning home. Like many students now in Thanksgiving holidays, they are going from college to home. Same thing. Same thing applies. Okay, if that is a return, and the purpose of incarnation is a progress. This is question 132 again from the Spirit's book. We only return to home when we fulfill our tasks.
Yep.
Okay? Nevertheless, we can say that death is a merit, is a premium.
A good death.
No, a normal death. A normal death. You incarnate, you live your life, and you get old, I don't know, 160, whatever year, you just passed away. Even though who passed away like with 30s, but for normal causes of death.
Yeah.
I'm saying that. So it's a merit because we are returning home.
Yeah, but the thing is, Steven, like this: if you are returning home, if you know that you did your best, even if you die once you are 10 years old, if you didn't do any harm to anyone here in this life, or if you're returning home once you are 90 years old, if you know you did your best, you did everything that you could do, you try to live a good life, that's gonna be a gift for you, death.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are living here, doesn't matter how many years you lived on Earth, and you know that you only try to be smart, you only try to take advantage of people, you were rude with people, you were basically not a bad person, but someone who only thought about yourself. This gift for some, once you're returning, that spirit's gonna say, I had the chance to return to do a lot of things, but I didn't. So at the same time, for that spirit is gonna be like a burden because he lost the opportunity to fulfill his life in the best way possible.
Yeah, it's the conscience will act upon you straight away.
Correct. Yeah.
And this is we can call like hell because you know.
Yeah, that's your own hell.
Failed, why you failed, and you know you lost your precious time when you could fix something. You know, like if you have a row with someone and you passed away, and then you realize that you missed that opportunity to talk with that person and redeem yourself, or the other way around, you know, and you forgive someone for any reason they have caused you any harm. And when we realize that point, we say, wow, I missed.
That's why, Steven, I spoke about this on last Sunday in the book Heaven and Hell. There, Kardec was talking to the mediums. He was kind of doing interviews with spirits who had a good life. So in consequence, they went to good places, but not to good place because there is no physical place. But their conscience was clear enough. So their vibration was tuned to some other spirits who have the same good vibration. And while he also spoke with other spirits who have this head conscience, which, as you said, their conscience create their own hell. That's why this gift or burden, as you said, and as we said also on Sunday, it's going to be upon our actions, our the ways that we live with life. That's why from a simple, not a simple, but for a bad habit that you may have here in life, that you don't realize that you are harming someone, that habit after done it after a long time can create certain consequences that you're going to realize only the spiritual world. Then you're going to be that spirit. What have I done? As you said, I could have tried to fix something with someone. I could have studied more to, acquire some more knowledge. But everything's going to be based upon our deeds, here on earth.
Yeah. And we have our first question here. Guys, I like you when you interact with us. Very good. Marilyn, after death, who decides if you were good or not? What are the criteria of good? Okay, Marilyn. Let's go by parts.
Yeah.
Okay? Nobody will decide if you are good or bad. Okay? There is nobody judging you, or nobody will judge you. Okay? It's up to you to evaluate how is your incarnation. Are you harming anyone? Are you doing good? Or do you want to do good just because you will have some kind of benefit from that good you are doing? Are you doing good just because you want to show everybody, oh, he's good because he's doing this kind of charity? So many examples, okay? Like in your work, are you really good in your job, or are you trying to cause something in order to harm your boss and and he got fired and you got his place? No. So we can give you here 1,000 million of examples, but there is nobody who gonna tell you if your incarnation was you were good or you were bad. It's you. You're conscious. This is your judge. You're conscious. Your conscience will tell you. Okay? And the criteria of good is, again, I ask that question. What I'm doing here, am I harming someone? Am I causing any problems to someone? I know the greatest problem of ours now is because we love to act as a judge, but we judge everybody based in definition what is good for me or is bad for me, and the other comes and judge you based on what is good for them, what is bad for them, and then cause all these troubles, okay? Because we are in different level of evolution, we are in different I forgot the word. We are in different living in different experiences. So what it sometimes is good for me may not be good for you. And this doesn't mean I am right and you are wrong. So once you have the clear conscience that you are doing your best and you are not harming anyone, this is meaning you have a great potential of doing a good thing.
And Stevan, I think in the Gospel according to Spiritism, there is a passage where the Spirit says that ask yourself if your attitudes are solving the issues of the problems of someone. Are you being able to clear up some tears of someone? So if you basically, of course, we don't have to try to be the savior because, as Stevan said, we are in different levels of evolution. But again, in the chance that you have in the time that you have the chance of doing good to someone, do you do it? If each opportunity that you do good you have the chance to do good to someone, you do it, then you are doing good to yourself and to someone, because the good that you do to someone reflects on you also. So you're not only doing good to the others, you are doing to yourself also. And then she says here, can we say that?
Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Can we say that the spirit can say it did good according to the vibration it has?
Steven, there is a point. Andrea Luis says to us that here on Earth, each thought that we have, it's like if you are throwing a firework on the sky. Once you throw your thought to the sky, to the universe, it will connect to certain vibrations. So once you're connecting that vibration, more thoughts you have related to that thought, to that aspect, more connected you're going to be with that vibration. So that continuous attachment to certain level of vibration will determine also where you're going to be seeing yourself, or how you're going to be seeing yourself after death. Why? Because you know that you always put your vibration, let's say, in letter A. So if you always put in letter A, do not expect to go to the spiritual world and see letter B, because all your energies, it's there. So there is no there is no magic or no religious thing, with all respect to other religions, that okay, I did this, I did certain acts for my entire life, and now I'm gonna die or I'm deaf. Now I redeem myself. Okay, now I'm done. I changed. No, you don't. You didn't change. Your vibration is there. So she says, can you say that the spirit? So you did good if you are throwing your vibration into the good letter, into the good point. If you are throwing your vibration in somewhere, in something or somewhere which is not good, you are doing bad, not only to yourself, to the others. Because the bad that you do to you will reflect, because it's good and it's bad that we do to ourselves and the others, it's reflecting in the entire universe. And I will explain to you.
Yeah, it's we already gave you this example here, but this is valid all the time. We are a kind of we need to tune ourselves.
Yeah.
We cannot always vibrate in a higher level. We need to make an effort to vibrate in a higher level. Okay. So, but it's like when you tune a radio. Okay, like if you put like 100.1, you need to turn the dial to 100.1, and then you reach the same frequency, and then you can listen that music or the show. It's at the time. If you go to 100.2 or 100.3, you will not listen anything. Okay, so we have this kind of levels, frequencies, which higher is good, and lower is not so good, or bad. So, and we oscillate, we make oscillation on our day in those levels. Unfortunately, we don't have the capacity to keep us always vibrating in a higher frequency. Okay, so this will make us, or will awake us, because when you are vibrating a lower frequency, and you realize that, what I'm doing, what is this? So you have a chance to say, hey, let's forget about these thoughts. Let's put my side up, my vibration up. Okay. So once you have this kind of awakening and understand when is your thoughts, when is not your thoughts, when you are harming someone, when you're doing good to someone, and kind of we know when we are having a very good connection and a very bad connection. Everyone, you can be a spiritist or not spiritist, you will know inside of yourself when you are having a good connections. So I would say we can. I answer your question. Can we say spirit can say it did good according to the vibration? I think is if you are tuned more of the time in a lower vibration, of course you did not good, because you have lower connections.
But Steven, let's clarify just one thing. When you talk about vibration here, guys, it's not only about staying in your room or in a mountain.
Oh, yeah. Meditating.
Meditating. No.
No.
Vibration here, it's attitude. It's your daily life. Okay? It's not like only mentalizing a good spirit, whatever good spirit you want to mentalize, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, whatever. No. We are talking about attitudes, daily life. So, examples, you are driving to go home. You are driving to go to work. Okay, and someone crosses you on the street, cross over you on the street. If you start to say names and start to shout at that person, you are lowering your vibration. If you all the time want to see violence on the internet, if you all the time you want to see pornography, or if you all the time you want to stay, with all respect, okay, I'm not judging you, but if you all the time you want to get drunk and use drugs, your vibration's gonna low down. So, but the thing is, Spiritism does not condemn. If you want to do all the things which I said, that's okay. It's up to you. Because Spiritism never said you cannot drink, you cannot smoke, you cannot be angry with people, you cannot be selfish. No, you do whatever you want. But bear in mind, you can do whatever you want, but all the consequence will come to you also. You cannot run away from that. So Spiritism does not say to you, don't do it. But Spiritism says to you, you want to do it, up to you. But be aware, there will be consequences, which will be the same or sometimes even worse.
Yeah, action and reaction.
Action and reaction. You cannot run away from that. So you can do whatever you guys want, guys, unfortunately, or fortunately, because God does not condemn us. If Jesus came to us and always said we should forgive, said 7 times 7, he always said to us, forgive your enemy. Once he was on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. If Jesus, who was a spirit, which is here, and God is here, would God condemn us and say to us, don't do it? God doesn't care. But he created certain laws for us to improve because he wants us to improve. But whatever we do, we're going to have to play according to these rules, these laws. We cannot run away from that, guys. It's the same if you say, I wanna bake a cake, but instead of putting sugar, you put salt. You're not gonna bake a cake, a sweet cake, chocolate cake. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, I hope it's clear for you, Marley. So just keep going our thoughts here about. So we can say that birth is the way to allow us to be here on earth. And that is the, let's say, gateway, to allow us to go to the spiritual world, to return home.
To the real world, that's the thing. Because this world that we are living here is a transitory, it's not a fake world, but it's the world of the possessions. It's not the real world of the spirit.
Okay, so therefore we can make a conclusion that incarnation, it is a temporary thing, and death, once you are incarnated, is the only certain thing you're gonna have. You just know when it's gonna happen, but will happen. Okay? No? And we need to understand as well that we need to not worry about it, because this is gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen. And most of people, I'm afraid to die, I don't want to die, or I put a bad things connected with the word death. Okay, so we don't need to connect ourselves to that feeling. Okay, I know it hurts, of course, because you don't have that presence with you here, of course, for sure. Like you're gonna miss that person, of course, for sure. Okay, but once we understand that spiritual life, it is our homeland. And even though we don't see the flesh, we are not in the flesh anymore, we are still alive. It's a consoling thing. We will not fix the problem. We will not fix that feeling you're having, but we will give you consolation.
But
Okay?
Steven, one thing I have to, being a bit more technical, according to Kardec in the book Heaven and Hell, one thing that we have to understand that the process of death, so this process of returning home that we are saying, is not equal to everyone. So each person will face, will feel, will see themselves in the spiritual world in a different way. As we said, that will be according to their deeds, but also according to their tradition, according to their time, according to the way that they lived. Let me give an example. Imagine if, let's say, we were born in India 4,000 years ago. So for the Indians, once you die, you're gonna see Krishna, for example, or the Hindu gods. Or if you're in Greece, you're gonna see the Greek gods. Imagine if you go there and if you are someone born in the New Zealand, an island of New Zealand 4,000 years ago, and your gods are different. Imagine once you die, you go there, hey, where is my New Zealand god? Then you see different gods. Maybe you see Jesus, maybe you see Krishna or Buddha, and that spirit's gonna say, what's going on? What's that? So the spiritual world, they know where we come from, our traditions, and our moral and our evolution level. Okay. So once we go to the spiritual world, there will be no, the spirits, they're gonna try to make this transition as smooth as possible. But of course, that will be upon according to our deeds. Because if you are someone who have a heavy conscience, because you always did something wrong on earth, you're gonna see all the demons, let's say, because you know that there is no demons, but you're gonna see all this damage created on your mind. So the spirits, they prepare. So there is, I think everyone knows here, Nosso or Astral City, which is the famous book of Chico Xavier, which explains the passage of André Luiz. So we're not gonna see Nosso or Astral City as the way André Luiz saw. We may go to different places, different columns or different levels of other places of with different vibration. So death, this and going back to death, is to each one of us an individual process, but is a process which all the good spirits, doesn't matter if you are bad or good, the good spirits, they're gonna be trying to guide you through there. If you are someone who was really bad, let's put it this way, even if you're not gonna see many spirits of light, these spirits, they're gonna be behind trying to support you, just for you to say, I would like to do something different. Yes, I made so many mistakes, but I want to change. Once you give that step, the spirits, they may support you. If you are someone who did good, that's good spirits, they're going to support you also. So we are all different here. We are all different there also, because we have the individuality of the spirits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and the really important thing we need to say here is the message we want to give you is, regardless what you're expecting to find after that, is do not worry about it. And for this, I will give you a poem from Saint Teresa of Avila, where she says, "Let nothing disturb you, let nothing frighten you. All things are passing away. God never changes. Patience obtains all things. Whoever has God lacks nothing. God alone suffices." Okay. let me say we have more question here. Do spirits communicate with each other after that? Do they teach something for the new spirits, like our schools?
Depends.
Well, Marilyn, I really invite you to read the book, Spirit's book. That's the book we are based here to give our discussion here, because we are not in a position to teach anything to anybody. But I really, really invite you to read the Spirit's book. I can post here a link where you can download the book and you can read it. But spiritual life is like the same life you're having here. Okay, we communicate, we talking. It's a normal life, you know. And of course, when we are in the spiritual world, in our homeland, we are learning lessons. Of course, we are learning. That's the phase we are learning. We acquire new knowledges, and we need to reincarnate on Earth in order to put this in practice. It's like a test. Like you go to school, you have, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 months of theory, doing exercise, a professor teaching you something, and on the test day, you need to put in a piece of paper everything you have learned. Okay? So this test is the incarnation. Okay? Let me see if I can give you. Do you want to complement something while
Yeah, Steven, I don't know. But for that, once it says here communicate, one thing, Merlin, that we have to think is like this. Once we pass the way, depending of how detached we are from this life that we have, and more evolved we are morally, we may go to a places where we don't have to talk. Sometimes the communication it happens thought with thought. So they communicate with each other, but sometimes without talking. But there are some levels where the spirits, even if there is no more physical body, the spirit will still think he can talk, and the spirit thinks still that for Steven to listen to me, I have to say words. But when you say here a new spirit, according to Kardec, in fact, on the level that we are on Earth, there is no more new spirits. So all the spirits who are incarnated on Earth, they are spirits who have reincarnated here several and several times. So there is no fresh spirit. Yes, according to the Spirit's book, God keeps creating spirits. But Earth is in a level that it's like a computer. You cannot open, let's say, an old program on a new computer and vice versa, I guess. So what happens? The new spirits, they're gonna be living in different planets, different places, to learn their first steps. Then, once they're evolved, they may reincarnate on Earth. So, why I'm saying this? Because all the spirits who are here living on Earth, once we pass the way, we're gonna be going to a place more or less still related to Earth. I'm not talking about high spirits who come here in a mission. I'm not talking here about Teresa de Avila, Paul of Tarsus, Chico Xavier, I don't know, Buddha. I'm not talking about these spirits.
Yeah.
These spirits,
Mahatma Gandhi,
yes, they go to different places. Yeah, it's true. But for us normal people here, once we pass the way, we're not gonna go to a place who has no relation to Earth. It's more or less like an Earth in the spiritual world. We can put in simple words like this. So in this place, there will be no new spirits. There will be spirits with less experience, spirits who are still what's the word
under
now?
evolution.
Yeah, and also spirits who still want to live life like they were doing on Earth. But new spirits, no. In other places, yes. I hope that makes sense, because we have to specify there's certain things, because some people they may think that in the spiritual world God is creating new spirits. God is creating, but not to live here anymore. because our how you call our computer system is Earth 10.2, for example. These new spirits that is still on Earth 5.0. I don't know if this analogy makes
Yeah,
sense.
we all the new spirits are created simple and ignorant.
Yes,
They need to
that's
pass
it.
through the several evolution pathway, which we have done this, I don't know, centuries, millennia.
Yeah.
I have no idea how many times. Okay. And Melly, I just post the link where you can find all Kardec's books in English. It's free to download, so feel free to download. Okay. I don't know why the Facebook didn't accept that.
Really? Let me check.
Yeah, take a check for it. Okay, but it's good what Wanderlei said, because what do we bring to us? It's not the material things we acquired. It's not the money we have saved. It is not of this. What we bring with us is our moral knowledge. This is what we bring with us. Okay? And there is a difference in being, like when a man being, and when a man possesses.
Yeah.
It's two different things. Because you were saying, oh, Steven, so I cannot be rich here when I'm incarnated. No, you can. Of course you can. But when this material possession takes control over you, that's the problem. Once you are in control of the situation, is one thing. Once this acquisitions you have controls you, is something. Like, for example, this didn't happen with us because me and Wanderlei, we didn't born after this, but happened time and we did not have a cell mobile phone. I don't know when this happened because we are very young. We don't know that time.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, no. So we had a world without a mobile phone, okay? And everybody was living without a phone. Eh? Can you imagine yourself now without checking your messages, your Facebook, your emails every single minute? Well,
Very true.
some people didn't have this, and they survived. The proof of this is your existence right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you are using your phone and you can say, I cannot live without my phone, is something wrong there.
Any kind of material thing that
No, I'm just taking this example because it's easy. No, I just gave this example because it's easy. It's everybody here. I believe at least 99% of everybody who was listening to us today, they may have a kind of phone. In internet connection. Okay, let's change. Oh, if you're watching us because you do have internet, can you imagine a world without internet?
Oh, yeah.
This is happening. I was kind of 10 years, no, 12, no.
I wasn't born, so I
wasn't born, yeah. We didn't born, yeah, so we don't have that.
What Steve is trying to something to us quite important here. Jesus never said to us or the spirits that money is bad. That some people, according to throughout history, they put in a way that Jesus said or the good spirit said, no, money is bad. No, they never said money is bad. When Jesus said to people, you see this coin, who is here? Caesar. So Jesus said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God. What he's trying to say to us, You are living the material world, so give to the material world what belongs to the material world. You have to work, you have to buy clothes, as Steven said. We all need a mobile nowadays. That's okay. But what really belongs to the spiritual life, what belongs to God, we have to give also. What I mean belongs like this. You can enjoy everything as long as Steven said, this thing does not possess your soul. You're not putting all your energy in these things. You go there, you use, but you know you're okay. Once all your energy is there, then we have a huge problem because people, they, as Steven said, they think they are they that they are only what they have, and we aren't what we have.
Mhm.
Like so many people, they had so many rich and they lost everything, and they know that. They realized that in the worst way possible. But we are what the good um, virtues that we gather inside ourselves.
Yeah, then this brings us to Matthew 6 from 19 to 26, when he says, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth,
Yep.
where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also."
One of the most beautiful passages of the Bible, at least for me. I
Okay?
love.
I love this. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So depends what you have value, what you're giving value for, defines yourself.
100%.
Basically, I'm saying that's so. If you give a certain value to X things, it's more or less what tells me about you. Okay? So again, having possession is bad? No, no, it's not. But you need to use it wisely. Okay? Good. So wow, it almost we have 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want you to emphasize something. It's important these questions raised by Mary here because on the question 150, Kardec asked to spirits if a spirit loses their individuality.
Mm, no
Okay,
way. Yep.
and the spirit said very no, they don't lose, they never lose the individuality. So, and some of you may think, oh, but why? Kardec have asked this. Okay, and let's just think what means by individuality. So it means I will still be myself when I die, and the answer yes. Okay,
Yeah.
and we need to remember that these books were printed in 19th century, 1850, 58, 57.
Yeah.
So in 19th century. So in 19th century, at that time, they were having many people standing by the pantheism, in which they're saying that we are part of God. So when we die, this part will reunite, will return to the bigger part. So we're saying that we're going to lose our individuality because we are part of someone. So no, we are one and unique spirit in the world. Okay. Also, some there is some thesis about some religious thinkers. They say when you die, you forget everything. you know, because they are saying, okay, if I die, and heaven is heaven, is a paradise, you know, it's nothing bad cause. But if you are still keep remember those one who are in, for example, suffering, how could be such discrepancy between someone is in a good place, someone is in a bad place, and those who are in the good place live in peace and forget about those who are in a bad shape? Okay, this is one of the theory in the 19th century. That's why they said on the Villa, no, even though you are in a better condition, you always will remember what you have done, those who have harmed you, or those who have given you benefits or helped you. So you always remember, and you always will need to deal with that. Even those brothers and sisters who are very very connect with you, and you see those suffering, you will suffer together. You will stay with them. You will want to say, offer your help to help them. So nothing is forgotten. Nothing. That's the important thing to say.
But it's nice what you're saying, but what we have to remember is like this. Myself, Vanderlei, once I go to the spiritual world, I'm the same man. I'm no different. The only difference, I don't have the physical body. So if I was here, and if I liked to be thinking about football, if I like to be thinking about whatever, car racing, doesn't matter, I'm just giving examples. If I like chocolate, I still gonna like that things in the spiritual world. So if the thoughts which I cultivate here, the actions which, not the action, the way which I was here, I'm gonna be the same. Of course, I won't have access to certain things, because in the spiritual world, you don't have these material things. Well, of course, some spirits, they still think they have access to it. They sometimes can be called obsessors, but that's a talk for another day, because it's a huge.
Yeah, this is a different topic.
It's a different topic. But what is Steven's trying to say? We keep our individuality 100%. So whatever we were here, once you're in the spiritual world, it's gonna be this. You're gonna be.
It's not because you passed away, you become an angel.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Because some people, they think, okay, I die and now I'm gonna be a good person in heaven. You know, or people, they say, oh, they go to a funeral and they say, oh, that was a good man. Probably he's in heaven. Yeah, if he did good things, he's in a good place. But if he did bad things, his conscience will bring not him to a place, because there is no place, there is no physical place. But his state of conscience is gonna be in that vibration. So that's the thing. We are the same. The spirits who live there, they are just us without physical body. They are not better than us. As we have good people here, we have good spirits in the spiritual world. As we have bad people here, we have bad spirits in the spiritual world. That is the only difference is the material body. Which, if you are good, you are in a really high level, you may not need to reincarnate anymore. You have to use a physical body, but most of the time we're going to have to reincarnate, only certain rare cases. But that's it. That's the only difference, guys. We have one more question there, Stevan.
But individuality sometimes does not exist. I refer to exorcism, where someone comes to get a bad spirit out of a person. Okay, Marley. Let's go for the easiest way to answer that question. This is physics. Two bodies do not occupy the same place at the same time. Okay? When you are possessed by a spirit, it not means that spirit is inside of you.
No.
Okay? Is because you as a spirit are in synchrony, are tuned with that spirit, and that spirit take control, make a good connection with you, and makes control of your actions, of your
but yeah, of course, these are these extreme cases where they take over because they There is no thing as taking control 100%. There is no such thing. The spirit only will do certain things because we are giving, sorry Steven, if I cut you off, sorry, if you are giving permission to the spirits. So
Yeah.
in spiritism we don't believe that a spirit is going to come inside someone and now I'm a puppet, I can do whatever I want and the spirit can do whatever it wants. No, the spirit may have certain control in very strong cases, let's put it this way, if we give permission, because our free will is for everything. If you are in a good vibration, if you don't give permission to that spirit cannot reach you. Why?
No.
First, your vibration is high, and you are saying no. Even if you don't believe in spirits, but because your vibration is high, your vibration being high is your saying no without believing anything. Sorry, Steven. Yeah.
Let's give this example, like someone who is addicted to drug, alcohol, or something like this. Doesn't matter where you do that person. You give him medicine, you do this, you do that. That person will only stop that bad behavior once they realize, okay, I will stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, even though they require professional help, but the treatment will be more effective if the person says, okay, I am in bad shape, I need help, please help me. It's different when you push someone and you lock someone and say, no, now you're going to be, no. There is no will.
Yeah.
And what I don't agree with you is individuality that sometimes does not exist. Yes, it exists because you are allowing this, man. You are allowing this.
Even if you don't know, you are allowing.
You are always under control of yourself.
Yeah.
You know? So this is a big change of view. And we need to understand how important we are here. And the main lesson of all this we have talked is you are the main character of your life. You are the most important thing ever because you are under control of you, and stop that game to blame someone. If you are suffering, it's based on your actions. Let me see here. I have seen some bad spirits doing fires in villages. They stay in halls and they refuse to go out.
Yeah. Okay, Steven, let me just get here something.
Yeah, Melanie.
But yeah, just one thing we have to clarify. Spirits, they cannot do fires. They cannot act upon matter. They can only do this if there is someone that we call medium, and that medium has something that we call fluid vital. I forgot. Vital fluid. So let's say Steven is a medium and he has excessive vital fluid. We call this a medium of physical effects. So a spirit can only act upon matter if there is someone, a medium there, with a huge quantity of vital fluid. But again, if that spirit is causing that because there is a medium there to do this, the person, the medium itself, maybe without knowing, he's giving permission to do this. Spirits, they don't act, they don't have a power to come in the physical, the material world and do this. It's not like with all respect. I mean, it's not like sometimes we see in the movies where the ghosts, the spirits, they do this. No, it doesn't work like this. Yeah. If they refuse to go out, a spirit, let's say you have an exorcism, when someone says to you, "Go out, spirit," or something like this, sometimes I am the person who is trying to take away that spirit or saying going out. That person has a really low moral level. So that spirit is not gonna really accept what you are saying. Why? Because you're just saying with your words, but your heart is dirty. Let's put it this way. So the spirits, they will only receive, so let's say, an order from someone who has high moral levels. Because the spirits, they don't have physical body, as we said, but they can be smart because they are not stupid. So they say to Stevan, but who are you to come to me and say to, I have to stop doing this? Look at you, look at your life. But yeah, sorry, Steve, I cut you again, but just to clarify this, spirits, they don't have this power over matter.
Yeah, but I agree with you here, Melly. They have influence on us. We are not free. Completely agree.
100%.
But it's upon us to decide what's the degree of this influence on us. It's us. They are there. Everywhere. But it's upon you to decide how much influence you will have from those spirits. Okay, guys, so we're on time?
Yes, guys, we are on time. We have to stop, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marilyn, for the great questions. I really appreciate it.
Very good questions, my friend. I post the PDF for the Spirits book, so we can download, we can read, we can discuss every Tuesday and every Thursday we are here. I thought just Don is busy eating the shepherd pie because he didn't comment anything. So I hope the pie is very good. Unfortunately, it's not Irish shepherd pie made here in Ireland, but I hope you enjoy your shepherd pie, my friend. And thank you very much, everybody. Sorry?
Announcements?
Well, the announcement I have here, I don't have time to put it here, but don't forget on this Saturday, 5 o'clock on London time, Aru Gandhi, the son of Mahatma Gandhi, will give a special talk, and this will be broadcast by Kardec Radio, and is on the Facebook of Kardec Radio and Facebook of Buzz, BUSS, Facebook. So stay tuned. It's a very good talk, and we have a lot to learn as well. So no excuse to miss that. It's just stay tuned on Kardec Radio, and you can see it at 5 o'clock London time. Okay? I think that's the only announcement we have right now.
Yeah,
and I'll see you next Tuesday. We do have a very good friend talking about the Spirits book with us as well. So his name is Emmanuel Dutra. So good to see you all. And thank you, Wanderley.
Thank you, guys. I see you guys saying thank you.
Thanks. Okay. So the same here. What a great conversation. Thank you. Thank you, Kaka. Miss you, my dear friend. Don, thank you, guys. See, he's busy. He's busy eating the shepherd pie. Okay. So I better now go eat my shepherd pie here. All the story let me starve here. Okay. So thank you very much. Before they kick us out of here, because we passed 5 minutes. So, Wanderley, would you mind to make it the final prayer, please?
Sure. For those who feel comfortable, I'd like to ask you to close your eyes, to take a deep breath. Let's be thankful for another Thursday here, talking about Spiritism in Ireland, spreading this word to America, to Poland, Portugal, to all over the countries around the world, in Brazil. Thank you, dear friends, to be following us and supporting our page. But I'd like to thank the most the good spirits who have been supporting the Spiritist Society of Ireland, the good spirits who have make our journey easier. Because without their support, there will be no Spiritism in Ireland. Without the support of our Master Jesus, there would be no good news to bring and to spread to everyone. So let's be thankful for the good news He brought to us. And let's not only remember the good news, but trying to live it as much as we can. Also, I would like to ask the good spirits, the mentors of Ireland and the entire world, to support the workers fighting in the front line with the COVID-19, the workers who are doing their best to save lives, to make our lives and our daily needs safer. Thanks to these people, and let's pray also for their families and for those who may be suffering at the moment because of COVID or any other problem. May the good spirits enlighten our minds and our hearts. Thank God for another day, another opportunity, and so be it. Thank you, guys.
And thank you, guys. See you next Tuesday. Thank you. Bye
See you
bye.
guys. Bye bye.